Alright. Different type of camera. I mean, still a ZV-1M2, but it's a different camera. I got two of them. And let's do... Here's a little bit wider screen. I got it in a different position, but it's closer to the window, and it's in the center. And it looks pretty good. That might be a little bit crooked. And I don't know if it's too dark or whatever. So it's at f3.2. And I'm going to turn it off. It's 55 degrees outside. I'm on my way back home. And I'm hoping the picture is pretty good. Really can't see the screen. I don't want to. Okay, it wants me to go right. Okay, I'm going over the bridge, the dam. So I like this scenic route also. So I'm leaving a different way than coming in. I didn't film that because the camera overheated and I turned it off. That was the other camera. So I'm trying a different ZV-1M2 with a fresh SD card. At f3.2. I'm hoping the picture quality is good. Usually I like an f8, and that way the shutter speed isn't high. I find that the cameras overheat if it's a low f-stop, you know, at 3.2 or like a 1.8 or 2.8 or whatever. And so the lower the shutter speed, the longer the camera doesn't overheat. But the car is pretty cold. As I get closer to okay, 2.2, I'll be making a left. So that means I'm going straight. I think I saw a deer cross. So I'm going straight here. Yeah, this is 2271. This is the way Bill told me to take. So I'll be going straight. .45 miles an hour. And then And I'll be going on FM 439. So this might be a fast way where I avoid going into the town, you know, get into the highway. He is telling me to take the outside loop around Austin to avoid the traffic, but it's a toll road, and I hate toll roads, so I'll deal with the traffic. It's only about a 3-hour drive. I left at 9:30. Of course, I'm leaving at 10:30 around that time. So I'll get home about 1, maybe 2, depending on traffic. I know I'll miss the rush hour, but the lunch traffic, I'm a little bit worried about Austin. But I'm only about 30 minutes away from Austin on the north side. There's the dam. So Lake Belton is pretty big. There's a lot of inlets. But the water is at the right level. And it's just gorgeous. Just beautiful. I wish I could stop by and take some pictures, and I can if I wanted to. I see a whole bunch of buzzards flying around. And I'm on my way home. I took enough pictures yesterday with the ZV-8, 400-800, and also the 180-600. I did not use my 1.2s, the 50 and 85 millimeter, or the Plena. Yeah, we gotta watch out for these farm vehicles. Yeah, see, it says I have 50 feet. I'll be making a left right now, so I have 50 more feet to go. So it's a little bit off with the navigation. I found that out. So I really, see, there's that. Look at that. Love it. So 1.1, I'll be making a right on the 121 loop. That's where I wanted to go. That's the way I'm used to going. Always came over the bridge. This time it took me from going to town, and I knew there was a way to bypass it. And let me mess with this. Yeah, now it's getting brighter. I don't want it too bright. So I like this stretch of road better than before. Much wider. I think it's more scenic. Yeah, I'm looking for 121. So I always look at the road signs when I get close. See junction 121. And it's right at the light. And this 121 will take me to I-35. This is a quicker route. And I'm going on the east. Okay. I go 4.7 miles. They redid the roads. It looks wonderful. Yeah, this is the quicker route. I can't believe Google made me go a longer distance when I could have took the loop instead. Because there's a road crew on the right hand side. And they're going at a pretty fast pace, so I might just stay in the right lane. Did a real good job. I wish San Antonio roads would be like this. Cars, go, 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 go. I'm gonna get in front of this truck. I didn't make it. I think it's recording. I am It's hard to see on the LCD screen. Let me do that. Yeah, it's recording. I don't see my voice, so. So I'm 2.9 miles from I-35, and this is a quicker route getting there. And I'm not going through Belton, through the city. I mean, this is part of Belton, but this is the outer part. And I can see I-35. And it's about 3 miles away. at 60 miles an hour on here. I saw 45. And it's now a yellow light. You can see. Yep, now it's green. And there's I-35, I think. And then there's another loop. Oh, that's US 190. Okay, so you have to go a little bit further. And this is the way I came in, okay? If I would have gone straight, I should have took this route. I made a... No, I went up ahead a little bit further, and I went a different route where I made a right. So 190 will go, I think, to Lampasas, around that area. Yeah, there's a guy in front of me trying to communicate with the car to the left. And I don't know if the other one noticed him. There's a long light. There we go. Yeah, there's Belton Water Tower. This turns into one lane. There's a stock and rodeo area to the right over this hill, I believe. Convention center or whatever. They got a brand new high schools everywhere, which I think is great. So this is Texas. This is what I'm used to. Wide open. And here we come up to the stock show convention area. The big globe or dome on your right hand side. Up here, So what I was watching before was 190. Yep, junction I-35. Yeah, much smoother going home than coming here. I believe the speed limit is 75 on the highway, and then it'll get down to 60 as you're going through Austin. And no traffic so far. Yep, 75. I'm going 70 if I'm in the right lane. Get adjusted to the traffic. So I used 1.25 of gas to get here, but I already went 50 miles before I took, so I think I'll only use 1/4 of tank getting back home. And it depends on the traffic in Austin, if it's stop and go traffic. Going 72 miles an hour to catch up and go beyond this truck. Now I'm back at 70. I'm going to speed up a little bit more. I want to get in front of the 2 trucks to the right. Now I'll get down the right lane. Back at 70 miles an hour, so one truck departed. Excuse me. last night corned beef and cabbage and potatoes and onions and cornbread with broccoli in it. It was sweet cornbread. Had blueberry cheesecake. It was delicious. I think I can drive 3 miles for a good meal. Helped them, mother-in-law and her husband with their computer. Get them their emails back, their Facebook. Found out that the reason why their Roku and internet service was down was they had to unplug the router, wait 10 seconds, then plug it back in, and everything started working. Them out on that. Had a great visit, lovely scenery. The days were nice and cool. You know, I'm talking about mid-70s, whatever. And it was excellent. I had a great time. And I'm ready to get back home. You get rid of those branches. Got to find out when they're putting stuff out on the sidewalk for spring cleanup. I want to get rid of more stuff. I've been talking to people that I have boxes for computers, which I always keep, because if you want to resell something, if you have the original packaging, it makes it a lot better. It has all the software and manuals and stuff. Same thing with the TVs, the big screen TVs. Unless I sell the house with the TVs left there, and I might do that too if I ever decide to sell the house. If I do that, I would leave the DVD players and the DVDs that I have there, and just probably take bedroom and dining room furniture and clothes. Or I just might take my kitchen table, you know, when I downsize. I might take the Tiffany lamp, because I love that. The rest area I stayed, I was across the highway on the left. It was a nice rest area. Good pit stop before I visit my relatives. The camera was starting to overheat. When you see the LCD screen get dark, it's ready to overheat. So just turn off the video part. Wait 15 to 30 minutes, but by then I was at their house. So there's a semi behind me going 75 miles an hour. They're only supposed to go 5 minutes under the speed limit, and they're supposed to be in the 2 right lanes. going pretty strong. A lot stronger than yesterday. Texas. I'm showing you places where I had not video. You saw me going through Austin with all the terrible traffic. But when I got to, I think, Georgetown, I turned off the video. So I'm going all the way to Austin again. And you've seen many videos of me going from Austin to San Antonio. So I think I'll stop it right there. So I saw gas for $2.49 yesterday. Over here it's $2.95. And 17 miles from Georgetown, 45 to Austin. Tilson to get in front of me again, but he's happy to stay behind that truck. I've never heard of Tilson. I don't know if it's a company name or looks like it is. Custom Home Builders, okay. Now you see it's $2.69 at this gas station. So what they do is they either add 10 cents to the gas price if you're going to use a credit card. But if you're a member and you have their gas card, then it's like the actual price that they have. So when you see a $2.49, it's actually $2.59. And it's a Friday, so they raise gas for the weekend. And then Monday and Tuesday, they bring it down lower. And I got another 38 miles to go to the upper deck. Austin. later start. So had a nice breakfast. Scrambled eggs with onions and cheese on top. It was kind of like a Spanish omelet. They had that cornbread with the broccoli mixed in with it, sweet cornbread. And then Walmart's premium sausage, which hardly has any fat, and it was delicious. And it wasn't spicy either. Coffee at this spot. Yeah, I kept saying goodbye and we kept on talking. Before I knew it, it's 10:30. Okay, I gotta go, and they gotta walk the dogs for their walk, and my mother-in-law had to go and run, exercise before she went to her meeting later this afternoon. So it worked out good. They're showing me the new shutters that they got for their house. They got 3 more in order. Fix their internet, Roku, and TV problems. Computer problems. Got their email, so I'm happy about that. We shared Army stories with Bill, and talk with my mother-in-law. Talked about Medicare and Social Security and family stuff. Had a great time. Showed them a lot of pictures. Told them stories of 2 rabbits coming in through the doggy door. Both times I was cooking. So they must have smelled the food and said, hey, I want some. And so I had a good time. I know these road trips are boring and I talk. Some people rather hear me talk than play music. One guy gets so upset what is he? When you like the channel, you subscribe. So he unsubscribes. And then the next video, I don't play music. I didn't mess up on the voice or whatever on the recording. And then he subscribes again. So, appreciate all the people that do watch. Even if they just watch a little bit of it, I hope I'm helpful. I like to make a variety. I'll talk about computers, I'll talk about gadgets, I'll talk about cameras. I like taking road trips, so I use different cameras. So I'm using the ZV-1M2, my second one. They're both white. One is on a cage made by Small Rig. The other one is just on a ZV tripod with a ProMaster ball head. I used that one yesterday. Now I'm using one with a cage. So there's no ball head. I have to mount it on top of my speaker, which is on the center of the car, which is pretty stable. It's not at an angle. But you get more sky than road, which is okay by me. I'd rather see the clouds and stuff than I would. You still get the vehicles, but usually it misses the license plates, and that way there's no privacy issues. Now this I-30 is a toll road, and you can go like 85 miles an hour. So you bypass Austin and all that. They nickel and dime you. So let's stop doing that route. I'll just go with the traffic. Because you get notified 3 months later, and then another month later it's okay, you owe a little bit more money. Or you overpaid. You have to get off at the right place to make a right, so you don't really, you spend more money to get home faster. And now I'm coming to Georgetown, and then after that I think it's Pflugerville, and after that is Austin. I can't remember if Round Rock is east of Austin or if it's on this highway. I think it's closer to 281. I can't remember. Round Rock has a nice place where you can get left lane, so I'm gonna slow down to let this guy in. The only thing is they sometimes stay in this lane. Yeah, now he's getting in the lane. I hate that. They speed up, finally get the speed of the traffic, and he's still driving slow. He's going 65. Now he's picking up. Does he see the speed limit? And it might be traffic starting to slow down. Yeah, see, now it's 65. So I'm going to get in the right lane, because this truck is going 70. I think this truck passed me before. How did I get in front of him? He must have got off and got some gas or something. Unless there's more than one of these trucks, which wouldn't surprise me. So I'm going the speed limit, 65 miles an hour. People are going 70, 75. I'm almost at 26 miles to the gallon again. I'll probably go down to 23 or 22 once I hit Austin with that stop and go on the highway. And they go to 60 miles an hour when you get to Austin. So my time now is I'll be home at 12:44. So another hour and 20 minutes. And that's not including the if there's any stop and go traffic. So I do like this navigation, where it tells, you know, it estimates the time I should get there. I don't know if it's 70 miles an hour yet, or if it's 65. I do see traffic kind of stacking up a little bit. Yeah. Everybody's slowing down. And might be a wreck. Here we go, folks. Okay, I see no red lights on the left lane. And I'm going 40 miles an hour. Oh, man. See, now you get these trucks weaving in and out of traffic. I'm waiting for him to get in my lane. You can see the wind blowing pretty much. And I could have stayed in the right lane. You know, it looks like it's not slowing down. So it's not bad yet. But wait till Austin. Yeah, it's starting to slow down now. This is ridiculous. See, why is the left lane like this? See, this is ridiculous. you see truck is getting in the left lane. I'm going to get in this lane. I'm just going to stay in it. Because if I have to get off and go a side road or whatever. See, I'm 26 miles out of Boston. And look at this traffic. And I see traffic piling up on the right-hand side also. Unreal. Look at all that ongoing. That's why I live in San Antonio, folks. I mean, there are slowdowns, but it's not as this bad. And that stupid red car got in the middle lane. He's taking his time. Everybody's tailgating, kind of. Picking up a little bit. It should get better when we get to Pflugerville, hopefully. But you see a pickup truck just went in the right lane, so now I'm going to get in the center lane. That way I can see what's going on. So when I go through Austin, I like the center lane. So when I know when the camera's overheating on the Sony, the LCD screen gets dark real quick. So then I shut off the recording, turn it off, take it out of the sun, let it cool down for about 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Why are these vehicles slow? See, that's what slows it down. So you get these guys going from the left lane to the center lane to the left lane. And I'm still in Georgetown. This should have been the last exit. So we should be getting close to Pflugerville, which is right outside of Boston. See, that's why I'm in the center lane. So I don't know if they're picking up barrels for the road crew on the other side of the highway or putting them down. I think they're picking them up. And people on the other side of the highway going the opposite way will slow down just to watch them. let's get in the right lane. So this is a good lane to be in. See, and then they're getting off. And that red car is driving real slow in front of me. But he has a lot of space between him and the other car. See, look at that. Yep, there's Round Rock Sports Center, which I think is the baseball park. Dell Diamond. Nolan Ryan used to be an owner of that minor league team, then he switched to the Texas Rangers, and I don't think he's in it anymore. But you see, the right lane is moving. Why is the center lane stalled? Yeah, you see? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna... This Mirage is bugging me. I gotta get in front of him. I'm going to get behind the Tesla. And I do see some flashing lights. So maybe it's lane changing. You know, they're going to reduce the lane. So I'm going to look for an opening. Depending on what this Honda does. Get in front of this SUV and get in the center lane. So they're going to block the right lane. And I'm still trying to figure out why the left lane is, unless people are going from the center lane to the left lane. See, this guy wants to get in the right lane. I'm letting him go in. Little guy, you missed your time to get in there. You see, he has his right turn light on. And he's still going. He's not even getting in the... And then he decided to stay in the left lane. And he has his right turn signal on. Now I can turn it off. Okay, so we're coming up to the lights. Now the truck is moving. Right lane closed. Yep. That's why I got in these lanes. And the screen got dark, so I'm gonna end this video. Thank you for watching. Remember to stay safe, keep smiling. I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.